Today, I want to talk about adapters and spacers that may be a little bit confusing for some customers. Uh, I'm the inventor and owner of Uni-Loader, Universal Rifle Magazine Loaders. Originally, I designed this to work as many magazines as possible. So I made it such a way that works most popular magazines with a single loader. That's where the name Uni-Loader came from, Universal Loader, AR, AK. This is MP5. And I'll go a little more about this 5.7 handgun that I recently added to my product. Anyways, what is spacer and adapter? When you order spacer or adapter, you will get one of these boxes. It has, this one is adapter, this one's spacer. What are those? Let's open it. So adapter is, when I made Uni-Loader, I tried to make it to work as many magazines as possible. But soon as I collect magazines, I realized that there are some magazines that really hard to make it work as is. So I come up with the concept adapter. So some special magazines like this. This is a Evo 3 Scorpion that has some feature in the back. So for the Uni-Loader to work, the back end of the casing has to be aligned with the inside wall of the magazine so it can be pushed into the magazine. But if you have some feature in the back, I have to make the back end of the casing has to be aligned like this by using some sort of spacer. So the concept of adapter came from this concept. So Uni-Loader has a feature that you can add or insert specific adapter for certain magazines like this. So you can push in, it stays in. Then now you can load this specialty magazines like this, just like normal. Grab, push, right? And some magazines are, this is a SIG MPX, same, some feature in the back, thick, you need a spacer or adapter to shift it. But also this is a little too fast. You may have to remove this front grip. Front clamp, which is intended to stabilize for small magazines. But anyways, so I came up with this spacer concept or adapter concept that I can expand as needed for the future. But soon I realized I cannot just keep up with these adapters because to make a custom adapter is very costly because I have to make it injection molding part, which costs money. So I came up with the concept of spacer. How about making a generic spacer? Because all I need is space between the inside wall of the Uni-Loader and to match with the custom the magazine's inside wall. Of course, the adapter has another benefit, like it has some supporting features, not only spacer, but also supporting features, specifically for that custom specific magazines. But this is a generic spacer that doesn't have the supporting feature, but it kind of shifts a little bit, like from 1 millimeter to 6 millimeter, which can cover most of the some weird magazines that needed some spacer or adapter for Uni-Loader. This covers most of the other magazines too. So I'm gonna talk about how to use this. When you order spacer set, it came in like this, uh, attached to the lanyard with the number 1 at the tip. Same thing, it goes in just like adapter, like this, push in all the way, then it gives a 1 millimeter space. And then you can put another one. Some magazine need number 2, which is 2 millimeter. Some magazine needs number 3, number 4, and so on. So the lanyard is intended to be hooked up to the ring at the back of the Uni-Loader, just like this. So you can do this, so you don't have to lose it, you don't have to carry it separately. It'll be always come together when you're ready to use, like this. So you carry it wherever you need to use Uni-Loader. This will come together like this. So you can load regular magazines like AR, AK as is. When you need a spacer, then you can use this, insert it, and then use it. So, but all the spacers are in one lanyard. The most tip one, the last one, is much easier to use because the other ones doesn't get in the way. But if you have to use number 2, it's kind of tight because the rest is kind of tight in the way. Of course, you can use this, like this. This is a CMMG Benzi 9mm conversion set, which you need 2mm spacer, and 2 or 3mm. You can do that. But I would recommend to rearrange it to the tip. The most one that you need the most, better be seated at the tip. How can you change it? I'll show you with a different one. Okay, this is a set. It's easy. The tip, number 1, is tied. Just lose it and flip it. Then it becomes loose. And then, for example, if you need number 2 or number 3, for example, take 2 out, number 3, so put it back, not to lose, like this. So if number 3 is your mostly used adapter spacer, you can do this and then flip through and just pull out. Then it'll be the last one at the tip, right? So then you can use it like this. And then the rest is not in the way, so you can load it. See? So that's how you rearrange your spacer. Okay. Now I want to talk about 9mm conversion magazines, which you need some spacer adapter. When Mean Arms came out with 9mm conversion solution for AR-15, they actually offer the inside core for PMAC shell. And then CMMG, actually Endomag supplied the inside core to CMMG, and CMMG packaged it into the PMAC magazine and then sell it as a CMMG 9mm conversion kit. They had 2 different types. One is with ejector, the other one is without ejector. So if your rifle has ejector built in, you need to use this one, ejectorless magazine. If you don't have ejector built in your conversion upper, you need to use this ejector version magazine. Anyways, Uni-Loader can load this with a spacer because, see here, there's about 4 or 5 millimeter gap that you have to shift. So I came up, if you have only the ejector-less magazines, then you don't need any special min-arms version loader. Just regular version with proper spacer, which is, I believe it's number 4. Then you can use number 4 right here, number 4 like this. And then you can load just like regular use. Actually, maybe number 5. Let me try this. Number 5. Yeah, number 5 may be better. Yep, number 5 is better. Anyways, but I mean, with the ejector version, this ejector interferes with the inside structure of the Uni-Loader. So I had to come up with a solution that I machined inside of the Uni-Loader to accommodate this ejector. And also you need 5 millimeter spacer. So you have to use number 5 spacer, goes in like that, and then pull up, goes up all the way up like this, and then you can load like this. Min-arms, lately they come up with Exomag, next version of 9mm conversion magazine for AR-15 for conversion for 9mm upper. Same, they come up with ejector version or ejector-less version. In this case, they moved the follower much further back, so it doesn't need number 5. It needs number 3, I believe, or 2, not quite sure. I haven't tried this for a while. Number 2, actually. Let's try. This is called Exomag. As you see it here, it'll sit like this. So go sit it here like this. Now you can load Exomag ejector version with number 2, spacer number 2. Of course, ejector-less Exomag, you can use number 2 with regular Uni-Loader. It doesn't have to be min-arm version, because min-arm version is specifically for ejector version, and also it works for all the rest just like regular Uni-Loader. It's just an extra feature. See, same number 2 that works for Exomag. One more new magazine came out from CMMG. CMMG separated from min-arms and came up with their own design. This is called Gen 2. It needs number 2 or number 3, which both works, but just find out which one works better for you. I think number 3 works good for me. So either number 2 or number 3. Number 3 is kind of more smoother. So I'll insert number 3 for this CMMG magazine, which is used for Benzie, I believe. Goes up like that. Grab and push. Okay, so this covers 9mm conversion solution. And then I'm keep developing something new, like 5.728 handgun loader, like this. This is a FN. FN57. Drop, push, drop, push, drop, push. Okay. Thank you for watching.